Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to the Shapeshifting Detective. In the last episode, we made a couple of very interesting discoveries. Apparently, the gold coin that was found in Dorota's mouth belonged to Poe. It seems that it was an Augustinian gold coin from Mary August's pirate stash. And apparently, there is a curse surrounding the coins. Anyone who comes into contact with them will have terrible things befall them. Very interesting. Also, Bronwyn first discovered that she had powers when she did drugs in uni. I find that interesting. Alrighty then, we don't have anything else to talk with Bronwyn about, so we shall leave.
Of that I have no doubt.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens?
Ooh. I do kind of want to get Rain's opinion on this. Could it be a traveller that Violet is mistaking for an alien?
A traveller?
Exactly. I think it was using Violet for room planning. Apparently it wants a set of heads on the wall. Red heads, to be more specific.
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people?
I mean, why August? Why not August? Travellers seem to be global. Hong Kong, Birmingham. So why not August? Also, August does have, it has a rather morbid, murky past. You know, maybe it was like, oh, this place is atmospheric. Yeah, I'll strangle people here. I'm more drawn to the first one, though.
Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet. Using humans as decor.
Ray, why do you pray for them?
Well, because right now, I can't think of anything else that would help.
Maybe try and get answers from the tarot?
I mean, if he's tried that and nothing else is working, I mean, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any kind of organised religion or out like that. However, if all you've got is the power of prayer, then why not? It's not hurting anyone. And if it makes Rain feel like he's doing something, you know, if there was like, oh, do you want to go help with the search? No, I'll pray. Then I might be a bit more sceptical. But if it's a case of there is nothing we can do except pray, then it can't hurt.
The only tarot with real answers is Mercury, and Mercury asks the questions. So other than staring at it for the rest of the night, I'm out of ideas.
I think that's fair.
It's like quite a horrible one to wake up to every day. What do you think, Poe? What do you think this perhaps...
Oh God, I don't want to visit
Well,
Zack
Monroe,
again.
I think
with
the phone...
Oh, yes!
I think there are...
And we're not getting chased out of Ellis's house again. Okay.
With her family. But it's just not possible for...
Next up, we want to be Ellis.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Oh God, I hope Zach's not in his studio. He tried to perv on Lexi last time, and I don't want to go through that again.
That the situation is painful emotions from the albums. They represent your past, Robin. So forget.
Nothing to question the tarot readers on, it seems.
In this case, family represents feeling. Can signify once again those negative emotions that you're feeling. Now, from what I'm taking, hard to break away from.
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't what I expected. That is... I'm very suspicious of this, because this is like the only time we haven't seen Rain. Not Rain, excuse me. Rain, I am so sorry for... I was about to call him pervy. Rain hasn't been pervy. Oh my god. This is like the only time we've seen Zach focused on something other than his penis. So I'm very concerned.
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
What? I do not know what to make of this. I have no idea what to make of this. I don't like either of these, because saying, like, I don't know is a really weird response to that. Do you have the pendant that we have the buyer for? I don't know. Well, either you have it or you don't. Like, what? But then this one is very suspect because, you know, oh, you're Ellis Monroe. You hang about with Poe all the time. Why don't you know that he wears an amethyst pendant? Oh. Whenever we've spoken to Ellis about Zach, she's always been incredibly disgusted by him. And when we changed into Zach and visited her, she was so hostile. Not outwardly, like she didn't punch him or out like that, but she was very, like her posture was very stiff and her speech was very clipped. She was clearly speaking to someone that she didn't like. So I'm confused about why she would take a pendant from someone who is her friend and agree to sell it with a guy she is disgusted by. Or there is also the option of maybe he spoke to Ellis about this and, you know, like, oh, we should sell that amethyst pendant, blah, 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 blah. And she was just kind of being like, yeah, sure, Zach, whatever, like not really paying attention, but he got it into his head that, oh yeah, she's agreed to this. This is like the plan. She's on board. Like, ooh. I'm not sure which I believe, but this is just a really weird answer, so I think I have to go with the first one.
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
That is weird. That is real fucking weird.
Read by
I don't trust
the
it.
rules.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Sir, that had better be a friendly peck on the forehead, because you said you had a wife and 3 kids. Sir? Monroe, please tell me you are not screwing the married man with 3 kids. I mean, it's one thing to get into a relationship with someone who has a boyfriend. It's another to get into a relationship with someone who's married and has kids. Again, if they are seeing each other romantically, I still put the majority of the blame on Poe. He's the one who swore vows to someone. He's the one who made babies with that person. He should be responsible for where he's putting his penis and making sure it is exclusively within his wife. That'd better be a friendly kiss. That'd better be friendly.
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love.
No!
Elle, we must finish what we started.
Nope.
Guys! Monroe, please! Monroe! You don't have to fuck all your friends, especially not the married ones. God damn. If he's unhappy in his marriage, then he should leave his wife and then you can be together. Why? Why? Oh God, I do think that Poe is attractive, but I'd hope he's not saying we should fuck. Please. I'm not going to agree to something that I don't know what he's saying. Oh.
What do you mean?
Us. Our love. I don't care what happens to me. I'm going to leave her. I know I keep saying it, but this time, I really do mean it. Are you ready to spend the rest of your life with me, no matter its length?
No.
Here's the thing. If he wanted to leave his wife, he would have done it by now. Independent on whether he's with Monroe or not. If he were that unhappy with his wife, he would have already left her. And the fact that, I know I've said it before, but I mean it this time. No, you don't. They never mean it. If they keep saying, I'll leave my partner, then next week, when the kids turn 18, because, we've got kids and they'll be so distressed. Now they're in university and we wouldn't want to interrupt their studies. So when all of my kids have finished school, now they've got jobs, and again, that could really fuck up their lives. And one of my kids is getting married. We don't want to have their parents divorce. That'll make the marriage awkward. And the next thing you know, you're in your 80s, he's still with his partner, and nothing has changed. No, I'm not okay with this. I'm not going to agree to this. How dare you?
No? Oh. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. I overindulged. Emotional. Forget what I said. Let's get through this. Let's get you safe.
I slept with Dorota.
On one hand, I can give him props for not flying off the handle, for not being like, you bitch, why aren't you saying yes? Da 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 da. So props for that, but still, don't cheat on your wife. Don't cheat on your wife. Divorce her and then fuck everyone you want. But God damn.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now?
You didn't know?
Ellis, what are you doing? What is going on with your personal life? Ellis, why? Ellis, you bisexual mess. God damn. This is not good PR for us, Ellis. This is really not good PR. It's obvious he didn't know. I'm not gonna lie, a very strong part of me is like, we should split them up. We should, because I don't approve of cheating, so we should try and get them to split up. But again, it's not my life, it's Ellis's life. It's very messy, but it's not for Sam to try and clean that up. Also, if that's how Ellis wants to live, if Ellis wants to be sleeping with all of her friends, then who are we to judge? If she wants to live her life like that, then let her. And if it comes back to bite her in the arse, then, those are the consequences of her actions. And if it doesn't come back to bite her in the arse, then that's okay too. But I just... this is real messy. I feel like Jeremy Kyle or Jerry Springer is about to walk onto the screen and be like, let's sort this out. It kind of feels to me like Ellis is polyamorous, because I think it's very clear that she did have very strong feelings for Dorota, and I assume she also has strong feelings for Poe. And here's the thing, polyamory, it's not for me. I'm a one partner type of gal. But if polyamory is for you, that's great. But you can't be everyone needs to be on the same page. Everyone needs to know, okay, you're sleeping with someone else. Maybe not like the details, you're sleeping with Jim, who's your accountant, but, you know, okay, you are in a relationship with 3 other people. Okay, like, oh. I'm drawn to the bottom one.
Because I wanted to.
I see. The rallying cry of this century. Because I wanted to. No thought for others, only themselves. But I can't think less of you, Elle. Your brain works in mysterious ways that can't be faulted. The problem always lies with my logic, not yours. I forgive you.
Poe, you simp! You simp! What? Also, the whole thing of, oh, no thought to anyone other than themselves. What would your wife think? What would your wife think? That you're cheating on her? Why are you cheating on her? Because you wanted to. Oh, that's hypocritical. That's very hypocritical. I can cheat on my wife with you, but you can't sleep with other people because then you're cheating on me and my feelings are hurt. Ooh. Oh, Poe. Poe, you kind of a bitch. You kind of a bitch, Poe. Ooh.
It wasn't easy to find some of the small markings in the pitch-black darkness, so the work was tedious and fiddly. Yet the soft scratching on the pencil...
I don't know what to make of that.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Now,
Welcome reprieve from the unnerving silence, he thought.
we can at long last find
Until
out
you
what
realise
Violet
two
wants to tell
things.
Zach.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
Oh. Really?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
Here's the thing, he says he was at the studio. We have no proof of that. Oh shit, I've just remembered. Violet said she couldn't remember where she was. So that was a lie. She knows exactly where she was. She was following Zach. Oh. I could go with either of these because... You know, oh, I was at the studio. You're lying. I'm going to describe what happened. You were at Dorota's. Yes, and I saw everything. Let me describe what happened. Ooh. I guess this one could devolve into, no, you're lying. How dare you? How dare you? I'd rather play into what she's saying.
You were at Dorota's?
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You were spying on me.
I saw you leave her house, and then I went in. She was naked, lying radiant on the bed. What did I find in her closet? A wedding dress. Who was that for, Zach? Who was that for? I'm done covering for you. We're finished. You need to leave. Now.
He heard now was the soft, familiar buzzing of a ceiling lamp.
Oh.
Dimitri wondered how the
I
light
need to
could be
talk
on.
about that.
if-
I need to talk about that. Oh. Oh. I have thoughts, because here's the thing, here's my point, we don't know whether she's telling the truth. I'm not saying she's lying about following Zach, because here's the thing, I get following your boyfriend to a house, like you think, oh, he's cheating on me, I'm gonna go see who he's cheating on me with, blah blah blah. So you follow him to this house, he goes in, a short while later he leaves, and like I said, I don't believe Dorota would have slept with Zach, or at least, how do I put this? I don't think she would have willingly slept with him. I think if they did have sex, I think he forced himself onto her, to be brutally honest. I don't think she would have willingly gone along with that. If she had come to the realization that she was a lesbian, I cannot see her allowing herself to sleep with him for any reason. So I think potentially Zach goes in, she says, nah, I'm not fucking you. In which case, he could have strangled her, left, she goes in, but then why would you go in? I understand following your boyfriend to a house, but why go in? And then why check the closet? Of all things, why start rifling through her drawers? And here's the thing, she was lying naked, radiant on the bed. She never said whether she was alive or not. So I guess could Zach have gone in, she says, nah, fuck off, he leaves. And then maybe Dorota decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to sleep, and maybe Dorota sleeps naked. So she got into bed and fell asleep, and that's when Violet got in. And I'ma think on that.
Just he was suspended in the air. He was still inside. As he ascended the
so
shaft,
interesting.
he wondered which part had been... It all felt the same to him. He quickly searched it. Everything that had occurred after he copied the notes must have been some kind of hallucination. He can... gas or an unfamiliar... The three scientists all...
Okay.
Well, did you find anything down there? Dr. Whitfield asked. All we heard was static.
That was quick, but quick but interesting.
I'm Poe, and this is your
August update.
August update.
Oh, that was cool. That was cool. The fact that Sam's voice kind of went, and then the August was in the right speaker, and then update in the left. Oh, that was cool.
Yes.
Much
replied
approval.
Dr. Yutani. She looked at the...
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
Why are we starting off with lies?
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
Deja vu?
We thoroughly creeped out Violet. Love her.
I remembered what those writings meant, he said, as he frantically pointed at the notes Dr. Yutani. You've seen what exactly? The future? Dr. Whitfield asked. His shoulders slumped as his gaze dropped to the floor. Yes, I think so. There was a long
I zoned
silence.
out for a minute then. Did I visit Lexi? Okay, it's better to be safe than
if you
sorry.
saw the future, what happens next? Dr. Remington asked with some trepidation. Words. I'll go to...
The chief hasn't been
blind,
as important as I thought he would have been.
John. I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean romantically.
Oh, why? Why does it matter? That's my question. Why does it matter? I mean, it's interesting, but... I mean, it could be interesting to learn what Ellis's view of the relationship is.
Do you want me to leave my wife?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with her.
Oh. Considering we know that Poe is kind of a simp, I'm drawn to the bottom one, but she might try and dance around it.
It was just a fling, John. I wanted to try something different. To stretch myself. I would have told you eventually. All three of us could have had fun together. You do want to have fun with me, don't you, John?
Oh. I don't know what to make of that. Because when we asked her about Dorota, it seemed she kind of spoke about her like, she means a lot to me, like she's really important and blah blah blah. But now, it was just a fling. And how she spoke to Oscar. I get the feeling that Ellis she's a people pleaser. She wants everyone to like her and be happy with her. And so she's going to say whatever makes them happy. So with Oscar, or what she thought was Oscar, maybe she was going to leave me and blah blah blah. With Sam, it's we had this emotional connection and all of that. And then with John, she meant nothing. I thought all three of us could have fun together. Ooh. I'm not sure how much I trust Ellis. I don't think she's a bad well, she keeps having sex with people in relationships. That's not good. I don't think she's an evil person. I don't think she is malicious. But I don't necessarily trust her because I get the feeling that she's going to say whatever she thinks you want to hear. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Ooh.
Maybe they're hugging?
It's funny that you mentioned combat first, because most people actually think this is an erotic.
Now we've spoken to everyone as everyone, so let's return to Sam. And we'll have one last run around, see if there's anything new.
Khazars, and as such, it's over.
Ooh. I don't think she's going to react well to either of these. Zach said you were in Dorota's bedroom last night.
Did he? Did he tell you that he was there too? I assume Dorota was disappointed with the sex they'd had, so Zach killed her for attacking his masculinity.
I want to question her. He said you went into the bedroom afterwards.
Well, that's just a lie. He's covering for himself.
Did you kill Dorota Shaw?
I never went into her bedroom. How could it be me?
Well, we know that's a lie because she talked about the closet. You have scars on your back?
Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too.
I spoke about brands before. I definitely think Violet has been through some sort of trauma. I can't specify what exactly, but I really wouldn't be surprised if she found herself in a relationship with a man who was just awful, very cruel, branded her to mark her as his own. I don't know why he'd brand her with a monkey stamp, but go off. I really get the feeling that Violet has probably gone through a lot. She's suffered a lot of trauma and general oddities, like with her mum keeping her dad's body in the meat freezer. You know, things like that, things that the average person will never have to deal with. And I definitely think it's affected her. Ooh. I can't say whether she's being abducted by aliens or whether it is some kind of schizophrenic delusion, but I will say that I think she's suffered. I'll say that at the very least.
Scattered finger bones. He gave me one long final.
Tell me about Victoria Cheng.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up. We chased her up onto a rooftop, and she jumped. Rain almost saved her, but he couldn't hold on. Chief DuPont dragged that up, I suppose.
Are you sure Rain was trying to... Let's not go there. It's inflammatory and it really serves no purpose.
That was in Hong Kong. We've been to a lot of places, but the results are always the same. It's like we're not predicting murder. We're just making them happen somehow.
I mean, I can see why she'd think that. Everywhere they go, murder happens, but it's because they've been told to go there. Hell, maybe the Traveler's following them. Maybe the Traveler is following them. Mercury is sending them to random places, and the Traveler's just like, alright, I'll follow.
Standing in front of my car.
Okay, nothing new with you.
But I still felt the thump of solid body.
And oh, boo, I want to flirt more with Lexi.
Sickening thump. When my car finally skidded to a full stop.
Oh, hello. Rain says he tried to save the girl.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he?
So he did try to save her.
How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
Did you try to save Dorota? Again, if you're watching the video, she goes over, someone, lunges over, grabs the ankle. I don't understand why you'd think, oh, well, clearly he was trying to kill her. That doesn't make any sense. Did you get a phone call from Violet's doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already.
Well, we know what Dr. Tanner wanted. She wanted to make sure that Violet was compliant in some way. I'm more drawn to this. What do you mean, tough?
She's had a shopping list of medical issues. This is just the latest thing. She might seem tough on the outside, but she's frightened, Sam. About a lot of things.
What things?
The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but I guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost.
I was about to say, this is the first we're hearing of any alcoholism. Alcoholism?
She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you.
I disagree. I'ma go and try.
Miss?
Violet says you were at Dorota's last night.
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am. I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me.
That is weird. That is weird. So, Dorota, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? I guess maybe she hadn't settled on her being a lesbian. She still was kind of thinking, maybe I am kind of bi. Maybe she thought Oscar was the problem. You know, oh, it's him that I'm struggling to be attracted to. Zach's into me, so I'll ask him to come over. Again, I'd like it pointed out that Violet didn't say whether Dorota was dead. She said she was lying naked on the bed, but she didn't say whether she was dead or not. I don't... On one hand, I trust Violet more than I trust Zach, just because this man kinda disgusts me. And I do have some shreds of empathy for Violet, but the things Violet says don't add up, if that makes sense. I want to believe Zach is the killer, but Violet isn't making much sense.
The blacktop rippled in...
Oh. You said Poe is a good friend.
I couldn't do this without him. He looks out for me. He's my best friend.
And just friends.
What do you know, Sam?
Poe says you've been romantic for 2 years.
It's true. A girl likes to keep her options open. What if someone new were to turn up in town and I realize that I like them more?
Nope. 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 She couldn't have killed Dorota, that's the thing. She couldn't have, because she was on the radio at the time. I do think it's an act, to be honest. I think she's trying to please everyone. Cut the act.
It's not an act. I have a sweet tooth. And I want to taste all the sweet things.
Well, you can't taste me. I'm not edible. Stay away. I'm into Lexi and only Lexi. How dare you? You delivered a radio to the guest house?
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
I think she is jealous. We don't need to say that, though. I mean, what are we gonna learn? All she's probably gonna say is, oh, why would she be jealous? Ba 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 ba. Yeah, Zach said you're selling Poe's pendant.
It's not what it sounds like. Dorota lost her scholarship. She said it was an administrative error. She showed me the letter and everything.
Why wasn't that in the paper? You lied to me about Zach. Because I presume the thing in the paper was like a feel-good story. Local girl accepts scholarship to Juilliard. Isn't that impressive? It'd be a bit of a crappy article if it ended on, and then she lost the scholarship due to administrative error. So, yeah, you did lie. You lied to me about Zach.
No, I didn't. I told you he'd asked to take pictures of me. You never asked if we were selling a pendant together.
What's Dorota got to do with this pendant?
The money was for her, Sam. So she could have her dream of being a cellist. I wanted her to have her dream. It doesn't matter now.
Here's the thing, I do kind of believe her. Or rather, I believe that she believes what she's saying. That's kind of the problem with people pleasers. They genuinely believe the stuff they're saying, even though they'll contradict themselves speaking to another person. Does Poe know?
No. Not exactly. I told him I was in trouble with credit cards, and he offered to bail me out. I asked if I could have one of his artifacts. And of course he gave it to me.
'Cause he a simp. I think she wants to make people happy because that makes her happy. It's just not a healthy way of being happy. So, the deal with Zach?
It's off. I said I'd pose for some photos, but that's it. I used to be a burlesque dancer, so I don't mind showing my body, but Zach's not getting a private show. Not now.
I'm immortal.
Did you know Ellis is selling your amethyst pendant?
Yes, I'm surprised she told you about that. How did that come up?
No, we're not I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted to try and split them up, but no. Zach Weston.
Why would Zach Weston know that? Maybe she was selling it to him. Alice is a bit of a spendthrift, unfortunately. Likes to live life on the edge of her credit card limit. It's actually not the first time I've bailed her out.
God damn. God damn. Alice, what? Alice, you mess. You mess of a person. Jesus. Also, I do realise I have gone way over time with this episode. It feels odd to leave when we're mid-question. Especially because this is going to be Sunday's episode, so I'll finish this off. Yeah, I think she's giving money to people. She's using this guy as her personal bank account. I don't think it matters that there have been other times. I kind of want to tell him the reason or who she was giving the money to. The money was for Dorota.
She said it was to pay off her credit cards. Why would she lie to me about that? Alice is a saint, sir. I trust her with my life. So I definitely trust her with my money.
You are an idiot, sir. Sir,
I think I'd quite like to have a guard against evil.
Particularly in August at the moment. Because
I just want to check. Can I ask? Yes. A chief told me about the cult.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already.
No, we are not going to claim that.
I can barely remember anything about it anymore. I drank solidly for quite a long time. Day drinking, morning drinking, afternoon drinking. according to Dr. Tanner, I've hurt my body quite a bit. My nervous system. Alcoholic neuropathy. That's why I can't really feel the tips of my fingers anymore. Most of the memories have gone now. It just took quite a bit of me with it.
Oh, and you know what? I'm going to bring this episode to a close right here. In the next one, we move on to the next chapter. I do feel very sorry for Violet. I feel very sorry for her, but the fact that she went into the bedroom and then, was saying to us, oh no, I didn't go in, I don't know. And the fact that she's referring to the serial killer as she, I think it's her. I want it to be Zach. But I think it's Violet. Oh well, in the next episode, we move on to the next chapter. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.